there, and I play Magic way too much. Okay, today I want to talk about Nahiri Zoo, and I want to show just how fast of a deck it is. This is a deck I copied off the forums by a guy named Yunnnn. Yunnnn really goes in a lot of detail, and I'm going to show that detail soon on how to make this deck and how to make it be effective. And him even just kind of sharing the deck with everybody is so incredible. Am I going to get 8? No, I should look more carefully. Well, that's not how you do a speed deck. That's all I will say, is second guessing yourself. But he really goes into a lot of detail and really shows how well the deck works. And he even breaks down each card he puts in the deck and everything like that. So I really want to give him credit for it. And I'm actually totally obsessed with this deck right now. It's all I've been playing, and if you probably wouldn't do this, doesn't matter, but if you look at my runes over the last couple weeks, it's just been going up so very quickly. And I used this deck in the last video I showed where I got 117 points per hour, and it just works so well. So this one isn't the fastest that's ever gone. He'll be dead next turn, and I'll take 8 damage total. I didn't get any lifelink cards or anything, which is fine, and it's probably about 6 turns. But you can see just how efficient it is because you're getting cards out all the time. There are 8 creatures in this, and any match does it. And there we go. Battle's over. Again, I'm playing in story mode right now because I want to start my quick battle later. I've been starting at the end and trying to get those quick rares. So 5 turns got me there, and here is his original post. Sorry for the speed scroll. Look it up on the forums. Very good. Like I said, Yunnnn made this deck. I'm just copying it, and I'll show you my version here in a second. But he uses it in quick battles, and he does so well in the quick battles. He says right here he's won 8 of 10 quick battles in the last 3 months. It's so fast. If you look here, this is his version. This is a version from November 16th. I know he has a newer version that is even faster. I know he took out Shrine of Forsaken Gods. I'm not sure if he has Oath of Gideon in there still. He doesn't mention it down below. These are 3 videos he's made, and I want to put a link to this down below. But the biggest thing is do you want to use Nahiri or Koth? Nahiri is a little better because it's more consistent. If you don't have red matches, then Koth isn't worth anything. So Nahiri is more consistent. Also, getting 7 per time with all these cheap cards just works out so well. Then he talks about how many creatures. 8 creatures are in this deck, and that seems like a ton. I mean, no other deck do I have even 4 creatures. I mean, I often have 2 because the loyalty brings in a creature, but that's for the long haul. This, you're getting a creature out right away. You're getting a creature out every turn, and it's just go, 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 go. If you think about it, if you get a creature out the first turn and it has a power of 5, and 5 turns go by, that is 25 damage. Well, 25 damage is probably a quarter of their life, or against the battle we just played is like 30% of the life. So there we go. So here's his creature list. He breaks it down so well. He ranks them all. 5 points are the best, 1 point's the worst, or 0 points. These are the metrics he uses. Cheaper is better. Power of over 8, life linked. So if you never run out of those charges, you always just can keep going and keep going. Because if you lose half your life, you wouldn't play anymore. You only play that deck 3 times. You got to be able to play it 30 times an hour, just about. So here are cards like Olivia. He gives it 5 points because the lifelink, great finisher. You can kind of read why, but the fact that he breaks down each one is just so good, so that me, who doesn't have Olivia or Gilsa, or whatever you say, however you say it, Broken Blade, but I do have Lantern Scout and Serene Steward, and I do have Volcanic Rambler. I can kind of know what to use and kind of go through. There's a lot of the mythics I don't have, actually. And so he really breaks it down just so well, and it's just incredible. So here is the most important creature. It's in this deck and most decks. Yunn's own card, Yunn's Fabled Hero. It's a creature, human gamer. It sounds familiar. I'm not sure why. When this creature deals damage to your opponent, summon a 1/1 brag token thread. Well, he's not modest, that's what I'll say. And if you control 3/3 brag thread token, you lose the game on purpose. So I just think that's fun. I mean, obviously that's great. So anyone with a card named after him's good in my book. He talks a lot. He answers a lot of questions. It's very thought out, very detailed. You know, it's like use why not use Smite, which is another card that kills creatures, but it might kill creatures a little more efficiently because it's any creature as opposed to ones with more power than defense, all that kind of stuff. But he just really, really breaks it down. And so I just want to show you my deck and give you my 2 cents, which is not as good as his. So look at his videos, read his post. But the 2 spells he has, Uncaged Fury. Obviously, if you're getting double strike, it's fantastic, especially when you use that third ability of Nahiri's and you reinforce a creature 4 times. So you have, right here, you have Gold Knight. You reinforce it 4 times with the third ability. That's a 40, whatever the end is, 40, 80. And double strike does 80 damage. Okay, so you see why that's good. Inner Struggle, that's going to kill most creatures. The fantastic part about it is it only costs 6, and that just works out really, really well. Again, these are all so cheap. Reckless Bushwhacker gives all your creatures haste. It only matters for ones that are cast that turn. But on the first turn, if you can do this plus another creature, if you get a good draw, you can do like 10 damage the first turn. Volcanic Rambler, he rates it a 4. Just a solid card, 5 power, a little higher than normal for 8. If it costs 7, it would be just Aces 10. Lantern Scout, so you can gain some life, so you can keep playing over and over again. Sacrificer of Souls, you get the white spirit tokens if they wipe out all your creatures or something like that. It's just a nice card. He rates it at 5.5 actually, which is higher than I would, but he really likes it, and I think it's good. Here we go with Serene Steward. Obviously for 6 you're getting that. You put 1, maybe 2 big creatures in. This is my 1 big creature. I don't cast this as much. It's if I had Olivia, I think Olivia costs a little less. I'm not sure, I don't have it, but the life gain would be incredible. The Lone Rider, I was tentative to even put this in. I was like, why? Doesn't make sense. It's a 4/4 potentially, but you get the life link every time, and it really just keeps your health up. And that's it, very quick. 2 spells with 8 creatures. You always get a few creatures when you start, and that just makes the deck go faster, faster, faster. So I'm not going to do a quick battle because I'm doing that kind of trick I showed in the last video, but I do want to just play one more. And I usually only heal if I'm at less than 70 life. And then if I am at less than 70 life, I won't put Gold Knight out because, I don't want to create double damage. Right here, I can kind of see, oh, geez, I have all kinds of options here. But my order, I'm going to get that out, and that might not be the best, but it's the fastest. And I get my 2 creatures out, which is fantastic. And I'm already doing 10% damage or so to him. So that's fantastic. I know I'm going to get 8 out. Not that I needed the spell right there. And at the end of turn 2, I've done more than 20 damage. And I don't know why they slowed down the game a while ago. Do you remember when it was faster and then they slowed it down? Here we go. Now here, you're welcome to come over here and do that. You can't switch the order when that's going, but you can make them active or inactive. I tend not to make my cards inactive. I know Yunnnn does. I just hit no real fast. I don't know, personal preference. I guess if I have the time, I do it, but I would actually bring that card out, and so I didn't do it. So here, Am I going to do, that's exactly 30, isn't it? So I'm not going to do that. Actually, hope nothing casts. And there we go. No extra. I didn't need to move Volcanic Rambler up and try to get it out and look for matches. I could just do any match at the end. And that is a 4-turn win. You can see how fast it is. You can see that once you kind of have it down and you know how much each thing costs, it just goes so incredibly fast. That's all I've been playing for the last 2 weeks, and I've been making less videos because of it. And good luck with it, guys. You must check out Yunn's post. Check out his videos. He's the creator of this deck. I asked him permission to post about it, and he gave it to me, and I really appreciate that, Yunn. Thank you so much.